Welcome back to Drive X. The 2026 Citroën 2CV starts at just $23,500, and let me tell you, this little French legend has made one heck of a comeback. Yeah, the same quirky, charming, and slightly ridiculous icon your granddad probably saw bouncing down a country road in the 50s is back, but this time, it's electric, modern, and way cooler than anyone expected. When I first saw the new 2CV, I just stopped for a second. I mean, this car has character. It doesn't scream for attention, it winks at you instead. Citroën didn't try to make it overly futuristic or aggressive like everyone else in 2026. No, they brought back that classic silhouette, the soft, rounded body, the little ducktail curve, and even that cute ripple bonnet that made the original so recognizable. But now, those vintage vibes meet sleek LED lighting, flush door handles, and those smooth alloy wheels that look straight out of a concept sketch. From the front, the 2CV gives you that big friendly grin, framed by new pixel-style headlights that blink to life like eyes. The designers nailed that balance. It looks retro, but modern enough to turn heads even next to Tesla's and ID.4s. And when you walk around it, the simplicity just hits you. There's no fake vents, no nonsense. Just clean French minimalism, and that's rare these days. Now, let's hop inside, because this is where Citroën went all in on comfort and personality. The interior is like stepping into a cozy Paris cafe, colorful fabrics, soft textures, and that iconic canvas roof that rolls back with a single tug. You instantly feel like this car wants you to enjoy the ride, not rush it. The seats, oh man, the seats. Citroën calls them lounge pods, and honestly, they deserve that name. Super soft, wide cushions with that classic stitched pattern and a warm retro palette, it's like sitting on a memory foam croissant. The dashboard, meanwhile, is pure simplicity with a twist, a floating digital display behind the steering wheel, and a central touchscreen that's been neatly tucked into what looks like an old-school radio housing. There's wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, of course, but what's cool is how Citroën kept that old-world charm alive. The air vents are round, metallic, and tactile, the switches click in this satisfying, almost mechanical way. Everything feels alive, not sterile like in so many EVs now. Space-wise, it's surprisingly roomy. The 2CV has always been about practicality. Remember, the original could carry a farmer, a goat, and a picnic basket through a muddy field. The 2026 version? Well, maybe not the goat, but you've got loads of legroom, foldable rear seats, and storage that's actually smart. Now let's talk performance, because yes, this tiny French wonder has gone electric. The base model gets a 45 kWh battery, giving you about 230 miles of range, which is perfect for city life and weekend escapes. The instant torque makes it feel punchy off the line, not a rocket, but that fun kind of zippy you just don't get in bigger cars. There's also a 2CV Air version that adds an extra motor, giving it a bit of all-wheel traction and a sportier edge. But what really shines here isn't raw power, it's the driving feel. The suspension has that signature Citroën floatiness. It just glides over bumps, soaks up rough roads, and makes you grin as you cruise through narrow streets. Steering is light, visibility is amazing, and somehow, it captures that same laid-back magic the original had, only now, it's whisper quiet. One thing I absolutely love is how Citroën didn't forget the soul of the 2CV. They could have easily made it another sleek, soulless EV box, but instead, they brought back a personality. There's even a mode called Classic Drive that adjusts the throttle response and adds a subtle vibration through the steering, just to remind you of the quirky heartbeat the old one had. How cool is that? And get this, the roof is still fabric, just like the original, but now it's solar assisted. Yup, it can trickle charge the battery while you're parked, and you can still roll it back manually for that pure open air feeling. It's nostalgia with a plug. Compared to older Citroën models, even the C3 or Amy, this one feels like a celebration. The 2CV isn't trying to compete with luxury crossovers or super EVs. It's about joy. It's about bringing back that sense of fun that made people fall in love with driving in the first place. And yes, it might not be the fastest or flashiest EV out there, but it's definitely one of the most charming ones on the road. You can't help but smile when you see it. And I think that's exactly what Citroën wanted, to remind us that cars can still have heart. So, what do you think? Has Citroen nailed it with the 2026 2CV revival, or should some legends just stay in the past? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear whether this modern duck wins your heart or not. And if you enjoyed this ride through nostalgia, give the video a like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep driving happy, my friends. Vive la 2CV.